What's up? What's the word?
I want to let's get into Chicago clubs tweaker. Let's get into that.
What's the basis behind that? I've never understood.
Oh wait,
why we was talking about that.
So Lottie, the young lady, she's an influencer from TikTok. She's from New Orleans, so she came up here and she did a review on like how she went to a Chicago club and the security was just on bullshit.
What club was it?
She didn't mention the club name. But she said the security team was on bullshit. Like, and she said basically by the time she got in the club, it making anyone have fun because the way they was talking to people, all the rules and what you can and cannot do, where to get in. And she was like, she just experienced that too much in Chicago nightlife. Opposed to like how you were saying earlier, like going to a bar or going to a lounge, it's more laid back, it's more cool, you can have a good time. But when you try to go to an actual club, a nightclub, it's always some bullshit.
Well, she was specifically speaking on a specific
Security
place,
team, yeah.
And that specific, it was funny because if you looked at the actual comments, first of all, I didn't have to look at the comments to know who she was talking about.
Who was it?
Point it up.
I'm not gonna say the
They
person.
don't give us no money. They don't pay for no advertising over here. Huh?
Ari,
I mean, I wouldn't.
You talking about Tay?
We a live broadcast. We can't be because at the end of the day,
that's why I said I didn't want to say.
You can't say that name because we don't know who she's talking about. That could be defamation of character.
She said the specific place that she mentioned is where that.
She didn't. I don't know what.
Wait, no, let her finish.
She did. She put it in the comments.
Okay, well, you go to TikTok.
She put it in the comments. But before she even.
What did she say in the comments?
So
to make you
she put the establishment. Where it was at. They were asking.
But he be at more than one place.
That it's a Saturday. That's his typical. He posted on social media all the time that he's there. That's his team.
I was gonna say it be a lot of people out here that I feel like it's a security guard starter pack, and they got like the beards, they tall, they light skin.
No, but she said that specific establishment, and everyone under there knew exactly who she was talking about and what establishment it was before she even said anything. Which the same thing. Now I will preface this by saying I went there one time. I couldn't get in because I ain't have a back to my heel or whatever. They didn't let me in.
Wait, you was at the Olympic? I'm confused.
No,
you got no back to you.
You was out there Olympic.
No, not
a back to your heel.
Yeah, like the shoe I had on.
You had on like a gym shoe?
No, I had on
sandals,
heel, but it didn't have a strap.
Didn't have a strap.
Okay. Anyways, they said I did not, meet the requirement, but I had to use the bathroom. They let us go in there, use the bathroom. So I didn't have a bad experience with that specific team. She said that they were loud and they were rude to. They weren't necessarily rude to her, but they said she said that they were specifically rude to a lot of the women that were in the line. But like I said, before she even said anything, I knew who she was talking about because I also know people that have had issues with that specific.
Okay, so let's say we taking it off the team and we're just talking about Chicago nightlife and clubs. How do y'all feel about our nightlife? Because it's outside of, I guess, like Sigma Chris, shout out to Sigma Chris, like everybody is, I feel like it's a cohesive experience that people feel like the clubs is just trash and how we just handle it in Chicago.
I don't even go to clubs unless I have to.
Yeah.
But I also feel like that phase of my life is just over. Like I used to be in the clubs like Wednesday to Sunday type thing. Yeah, that was me and my friend.
Oh man.
Yeah, we used to be outside like that.
I'm gonna pray for y'all.
But even during that time, I've never really had a bad experience with security guards. But it's like she said, like I've been places where I've heard the security guards be very disrespectful to like women in the line when it's like you don't have to be that rude, you don't have to be that aggressive. Like we're women, like you could tell us, hey, you can't get in with your shoe, and then.
Yeah, that's what they did. They was not rude to me.
Yeah, like you could just say that and that's
because
it.
I heard other stories about that specific team
but sometimes it's also situational too, because sometimes you could walk up in a line where somebody probably just got done arguing with the security guard.
They irritated.
So not even that they irritated, they just more on high alert because it could be a situation where I get to arguing with the security guard, I'll go back and get my cousins them and they come in line. Why are you huffing and puffing?
How do you
because somebody is trying me, I'm calling my cousins.
Let me ask
learn how to fight. Just learn how to fight. Please.
Let me ask
I can't fight.
Do y'all feel like because of where we're at in the city, because of Chicago having, they've obviously experienced their own situations working the nightlife and different. We've seen security guards get shot. We've seen those things.
They don't have.
Do you feel like they are? You kind of don't blame them for being the way that they are.
No, I don't. No, I think there's a medium, and they need to understand that there's a medium. Like, you don't have to be rude. You don't have to like ruin my experience, and I'm not even in the club yet.
That's what she says.
Cause that made me say, okay, I'm not coming here.
I'm in agreement with I want to say I'm in agreement with 50-50 with both. So I'm not even gonna say my opinion. I'm just gonna play devil's advocate with the situation. All right, so devil's advocate. So if I'm security, do you feel like if, like Bree said, like there's always been a hostile situation, it's like this nightlife, the Chicago, people be tweaking. I think from personal experience, I see women tweak more in nightlife situations than guys do when they go out. It's more so the women always arguing, women always fighting, especially on some drugs. So do you think they just already on edge because these are these security guards? They livelihood.
A lot of times that could be.
And they can be like how Bree just said, I can go get my cousin. So these women can tweet and I need to go get their cousin. A lot of these girls got guns now.
Yeah, they go to the car and they come back.
I got a little cousin that stay strapped.
Walk up with.
Yeah, my friend got hers.
Yeah, so it could be like, for instance,
I like that.
me and my homegirl, my friend was DJing at a place that we all are familiar with, and she was like, "Yo, I'm done it now. Like, you should come up here." We ended up running late, so I didn't get there till like 8:45 ish. And as soon as we pull up, these girls come outside, and they got like the security guards like pushing the door on them because they have drinks in their hand. Everybody knows you can't leave an establishment with liquor in your hand. Like, you can't leave the cup. So he's like pushing the door closed because he was being nice to them at first, like, y'all can't go out there with that. And then they just started like getting rowdy, like, why I can't go out there? Then they started like throwing stuff at him, like throwing like bags, and like she broke her purse. Like, it was a lot going on, and it probably just because she was a little lit. And people come to the clubs already lit sometimes, so they don't gotta spend no money.
Yeah.
So
I mean, think about being a security guard and dealing with drunk people all night.
Yeah, like dealing with drunk people all night. Of course you're gonna be on high alert. I hate that ruined her experience, especially her not being from here. But
she's also from the South too, so I feel like I would like to kind of know what their tone was too, because women from the South, they may not be used to, like us. We might go in this and be like, oh, that's normal.
Yeah.
Like,
and a lot of places in the South don't have like higher end clubs either.
That could be a thing. Go ahead, Chris.
I'm not a club person in general. I hate it. I hate the environment. I hate the people. Yeah,
that's why you was judging me when I said I was in the club 5 days a week.
I mean, Chicago clubs be trash anyway.
It's trash.
Chicago clubs did not used to be trash.
Even wear hats.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie. If I can't wear my hat, if I can't wear my hat, I don't even want to go there.
You can't wear Tims. Like, you got.
You can't wear Tims. Sometimes you can't wear F1.
You can't wear sneakers.
Like, you telling me I can't be myself to come to the spot?
Yeah, pull up in a suit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I had one dude. I think
that used to be the trend. Wow. We used to wear blazers with like bodycon dresses.
Y'all bogus.
With the flip dresses.
Yeah, that's your era, right?
When I was undergrad as a noob, like I used to wear like
little button up.
Yeah, button up, slick color.
Yeah, looking like Target.
Looking just like
Jersey Drake.
Oh no!
Drake used to wear them cardigan.
Yes,
but that was a style back then.
That was like if you watch the Usher Yeah video, that's how we used to dress in the clubs.
But I was going to say like I think last time I went to like a club just trying to go, it was one of the homies' birthday, and I was trying to slide to a club on Sunday, and I got a hat on. It's cold outside. And
that's why you had the hat on.
Let's go. Please take that.
Oh, I know you be feeling all that.
I do. I'm bald as but I walked into the spot and he like, yo, you can't wear the hat. And I'm like, yo, I literally just saw whatchamacallit just going there with a hat. And this is when I was like, okay, it's a status thing, because I ain't gonna say it, but he was like, you ain't him. He can do it.
He said that?
Yeah, it's a status thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it's like, yo, y'all don't even have. No, I definitely didn't go in.
No, I'm going on after that. He eventually
I was gone.
Girl, if I had a shorty with me, I would be so embarrassed.
Yeah, nah.
I think that's probably like pre-planning your days, though. Like, if you going out with a shorty in Chicago and y'all gonna hit a club or something afterwards, you didn't know like, yo, I'm not getting in there with this, so this is how I'm moving when I'm that's the plans for the night.
Thanks.
But yeah, I don't really do that. Like even with bro, was like, yo, come to his birthday party. And he was saying like the security might be on board. Like,
oh yeah, don't nobody want to deal with that.
I ain't dealing with that. Like, so soon as he told me.
But also, I feel like our friends sometimes invite us to the club thinking, oh, you gonna automatically get in. Everybody don't know me.
Right.
Yeah.
So then
I got pulled out of another club. Like I got lifted up.
Oh.
And literally carried out of a club before.
Oh.
And I'm not gonna say their name either. But
what?
We cool now. But so it was my friend's birthday. And he like, yo, I got a section, come meet, like just come after. I think I had got off air like 10 or something. So I get to the club and it's like a lot of people trying to get in, of course. But my friend comes to the door. Like I call my friend and I text one of the bottle girls was one of my homegirls. So both of them come to the door and they like bring her in. So I don't know if it was just too much going on or what. So he reaches his hand out and grabs my hand and tell me, come on. So the way that I go in, it's like right behind the security guard. So we like halfway in the club. Next thing I know, I'm just looking at everybody up under me. Like everybody is like on the ground. So I'm like, well, who the picked me up? I look back, like the whole security guard like lifted me up and he's carrying me out of the club. Literally carrying me out of the club. So I ended up calling the promoter that night. And I was like, yeah, like they ended up letting me back in. But I ended up calling the promoter like, yeah, I just wanted to let you know what happened. Like I really just didn't appreciate that. It's not even just because of who I am or who I feel like I am. But don't embarrass me. Like, don't pick me up. Don't put your hands on me.
You didn't even ask. You didn't even tell me, like, yo,
like, you could have told me and be like, you can't be in here. And I would explain to you how I ended up in here. Like, they literally picked me up and brought me outside the club and then brought me right back in, which didn't even make sense. So the second time I wasn't going to go. I ended up going with one of my other homegirls. She's like, oh, I'm just going to introduce you to the owner. And he, like, apologized. And so he was like, oh, yeah, I heard about that. Da, da, da. He was actually the one that told them to drag me out, but yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So at this point, go ahead.
No, I wasn't going to say none at all.
Y'all got to stop doing too much.
Yeah. I was going to say, at this point in Chicago, I think, and this is why I think Sid McChris kind of got a niche thing with him going on. I think you're paying, or if you're going out, like, you're really paying for, like, comfortability and, like, just...
The experience.
I wouldn't even say the experience. It's like, yo, I know it's not going to, because Sid McChris don't remind me of regular like nightlife. It don't remind me like club popping bottles. It reminds me of like just a good, think of it like a good vibe, like kickback inside of a professional establishment. So it's like you having a good time. So I think you paying a little extra tax.
Yeah, Chris made sure like people are good. And I appreciate that too. He not really one of them promoters that's like, don't call me after 8, I'm turning my phone off. Like, you ain't gotta worry about that with Chris. If it's a problem, like, Chris gonna handle it. I appreciate that. He don't do too much. He just, I don't know if they pray before they open the doors or what, but it's always a good time.
Y'all welcome.
He
I appreciate that.
Promote for real. It's like if you know he got something going on, you know.
Cause he really do this.
Yeah, so
it's like he's the brand, but I feel like he didn't really try to be like, yeah, I'm the face of this, but like it's just.
I think it could be too based off of like the experiences that are being had at other places. When you have that bad experience and then you go somewhere and you have a good experience, what's gonna happen? You're gonna keep coming back, and you'll pay the money. You will pay the money.
Yeah, you paying for the comfortability. Like you paying to just be cool and have a good time. So I get that. Honestly, I think the Chicago clubs got to do a lot better, man. Chicago's nightlife.
We have some good clubs. We look some.
On some like think about it, just playing black hip hop stuff. Like where can we really go to have our generation? Because I literally whatchamacallit just put on a tweet. Trey White, he put out a tweet that said something of like Chicago don't have like a black professional scene.
Like a black professional social scene.
Yeah, social
scene. A black professional.
It's like you gotta be a part of like the gathering spot, or I guess you could say Soho is one.
Yeah.
But that's Soho. Like that's not just like
extra.
It's not opening for everybody.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody could work on that, you know?
Go to the Hubbard Inn.
Oh, they done turned that place out.
Oh, I know.
I been here ratchet.
Oh,
That's
yes.
Ghetto.
Yes.
time I went outside.
That was the
not
place
like-
she
it's
was.
not like
That
when
was
Cal
the place she was
When
talking
Cal
about.
used to be up there, no, it ain't like that.
That thing, yes,
Hubbardton
ghetto.
is not like that at all.
What
They
about
don't
Joy?
even get the look. You know how you walk in, used to be flowers everywhere. It ain't.
Know that.
What about Joy?
I don't rock with Joy.
I think Joy is probably like it's on the same thing. It's right there.
I don't rock with Joy District because
I done had some. I done got some joints and Joy. And Hubbard.
No, Hubbard definitely for the. That's my
they turned
generation.
that place out.
That's my generation. I ain't gonna lie.
That was the place. That was the establishment.
But we used to have very nice, respectable
She's
R&B
also
nights.
older too, so that could be why.
That's not her
it's
crowd.
just-
She
that's
shouldn't
not
have
your
even-
Yeah,
crowd.
she
You
probably
gotta know
shouldn't
your
went there.
crowd.
She probably shouldn't have went there.
She's
but-
not from here though, so you know.
Yeah, well, shout out to you. Next time, girl, hit us up and I'm gonna take you to a nice little lounge where the daddies is at. And we gonna have a good time, okay?
I'll take you to them happy hour spots.
I wonder if Lottie, if you watching this,
Send it to her. We gonna tag her when we post
Lottie, if
it.
you watching this, I just, I want to take you out for an experience so you can see Chicago.
Lottie, do not let this man finesse you.
Oh,
You
that's not prostitution.
That's prostitution.
Why you? This
That is prostitution. That's prostitution.
Exchanging
All
them
I-
services.
All I said was, I never said I wanted anything from you. I just said, let me just
You want
take
your
you
time,
out
man.
and get some time with you. You look like you're a real cool person to talk to. You got a good personality. So if you watching this, understand.
Cody done shot
You're
and
embarrassing. We're going on commercial break, guys. We'll be right back after these
You're a
messages.
terrible friend.
You are.
Hey. What's up? What's the word?